Hey, it's Marcusdezza here, author of a book for the guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly welcome. I welcome. I thank you for all your support. Any comments as well. In my book for the guys, I do talk a fair bit about the consequences of, divorce, woman, health, finances, and in today's video I want to talk about the legendary striker who's now Wales manager, and that's a guy called Craig Bellamy. Back in the day, he was a great striker for the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Wales, and also for Celtic as well. He played at Newcastle as well, so he was a decent player in the Premier League. Now let me tell you about Craig. Craig, in the last few years, unfortunately went bankrupt, which is terrible shame, really, when you think about it. I want to sort of delve into sort of his story. From what I know, obviously, the guy knows a lot more than myself. It's his life, etc. But I want to sort of discuss that and see how other people can learn from Craig's bad experiences. So there was an article recently came up from the website givemesport.com. Okay, so here we go. He suffered from a ACL injury, which ruled him out for most of the year. And with that, Craig actually suffered from a bit of depression, which is understandable. I know that if I was unable to run around, I play sports most days. If I was able to run around myself, you would be a bit depressed, okay? So, Craig also played for the likes of Blackburn and West Ham. Okay, speaking to the Daily Mail in 2023, Bellamy revealed exactly how he ended up in the position he found himself in. In the case of most professionals in similar positions, most of the causes are attributed to addictions to alcohol or gambling. The 45-year-old explained that that was never the case, but admitted to being naive in his decision making. Okay, and this is what he says: "I've been living the last 5 or 6 years on death row, just waiting for someone to put me out." I don't know what that means really, but I've been waiting for the cell door to open and someone to say, "Today's the day." It's like feeling of not being able to look forward or to do anything. All the money I've earned, I can't get a mortgage. Financially, I have no future. The hurt of that, I can't own anything. Everything's gone. Craig Bellamy's got my sympathies in that respect. What I would say to the lesson you learn from that is, we all go through troubles in life, and it's okay to press the reset button to start again in life. Okay, learn your lessons from what happened in the past, but start again, start fresh. Okay, moving on. He says, "I'm not a tax dodger, but I've been very naive, and the HMRC, the tax people in the UK, have been pursuing me for unpaid tax for some time. Everything I have had has been taken from me. If you get the wrong people advising you, it all hemorrhages, it all dwindles, it has to go to the point where bankruptcy is a relief. It means I can just live again." So what you learn from that, again, I don't know all the inner dealings, but from a advisory perspective, in life you want to be hiring people who charge you by the hour, okay, rather than people who are remunerated on the commission that they get from selling you something. Okay, so always remember that. Moving on, as Bellamy profoundly put it, he never dabbled in drugs, nor did he gamble his money. He did, however, gamble on the wrong people, which put him in a hole he could never get himself out of. Several failed investments, advisors forging his signature and not paying his taxes on time. Well, I hope these people see justice. So he moves on, says it was a harsh lesson for the footballer who learned the hard way. What happens that when fame and fortune comes knocking at your door, so do people who want a helping hand with what you've earned. He says that people think you're a walking cash point for them. Okay, I felt guilty saying no when people rang up for help, so I never said no. They don't ring me now. You don't hear from them. There was someone I helped out on their feet. He was living with me and then he ripped me off. We were best friends. Don't know, sometimes money and friendship should not mix. That's a lesson learned. I want this to be a warning to other players. Check everything. Make sure the people advising are regulated. That's true. If they're not regulated, it's the Wild West. Get your stuff audited by independent people, the equivalent of getting a second opinion. I was brought up in a generation of footballers where everything was done for you. Every bill, wherever I was, the club did everything for me. I think that's wrong. How true is that, you know? And I'd also say to you on that, guys, and that is, keep an eye, you know, you might be married, etc., but keep an eye out on your own bank statements and where money's going. And if money's been moved around from your bank accounts, start to ask questions. Okay. In 2024, it was announced that former Welsh international would become the manager of his country. Bellamy described the gig as the ultimate job and stated his intention to dominate with his side. As fantastic as professional achievements as it is also a tale of perseverance and not giving up when the odds seemed heavily stacked against him. Well done, Craig Bellamy. And I also want to say, I think he's a great guy because he has done quite a bit of charity work, philanthropy, in the likes of Sierra Leone, where he set up some football academies. But again, you know, he spent 1.4 million on that, you know, which was from his own money. And that was in 2007 he created that, but it stopped in 2017 due to financial irregularities, which, you know, I can imagine in Sierra Leone there's less regulations, etc. But, you know, give the guy credit. He tried to do his bit for the world, but you know, he's obviously gone bankrupt. Also on this one, we talked about with Craig, part of the reason why he's probably gone bankrupt as well is in 2012, just as his career was about to finish, his wife divorced him. Him and his wife were together since teenagers, right? And in my opinion, I think it's a bit they became parents at the ages of 17 and 16, and I think it's a little bit too young for people to be sort of tying themselves down at such a young age, in my opinion. That's another lesson learned. His wife filed for divorce. Couple divorced in December 12th, just before he retired. His wife cited calling on reasonable behaviour. In his autobiography, Bellamy stated the couple split after she decided she had had enough. Enough of the moving and the following me around, enough of the absentee husband, enough of the selfishness and the black moods, and the times where I wouldn't talk to her because I was worried about my knee injury. You know, it's unfortunate. Obviously what happens behind closed doors was their business, but as I said, the divorce rate for footballers is really high. It's more than 60% plus. So, and I think as well, he'd been involved in a bit of drink driving as well before In 2013, he failed to declare himself as a driver of a car that was caught by a speed camera and received a driving ban. In 2019, he was banned from driving again for 18 months after being found to be over the permitted alcohol limit while driving in Cardiff earlier that month. Again, guys, if you can avoid alcohol in your life, it's the best thing possible. Look, call myself a hypocrite. I enjoy a beer myself, you know. So, but there's a lot of money that people could save if they avoid alcohol altogether. But there we go. I'm really happy for Craig Bellamy's been able to bounce back as the Welsh manager, and wish him well, and wish his team well as well. So Wales. So listen, hope you've enjoyed this this video. Please like and subscribe and comment, and we wish Craig Bellamy all the best for the future. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.